Good day, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. This is Viper of Viperland, and I am back here in Final Fantasy 16. We got a few side quests ahead of us. We did the important one. We took care of the pupper side quest. It's obviously the most important. But now we still have a lot. More than I expected, but also not a bad thing. 7 minutes late. Your punishment is death. Why didn't that one go off? Hold on. That's the other bot. It's not the me bot. Why didn't that work? It's on! Both bots were already on. I didn't change anything. The bot just went, you're typing too fast, I refuse. Also, hey, Sora, how's it going? Welcome to Viperland in the chat. It got me anyway, which is hilarious. But both bots are on. And we're on. Yeah, all things considered, I guess I usually just take longer to set up. I'm gonna start with the newest area and go from there. Maybe do clockwise, I don't know. Maybe just bounce around when I feel like it. Who knows? Other than the pupper quest, I have no set order in which they gotta get done. But yeah, it's looking likely, not guaranteed yet, we don't have a full projected invoice, which should be sent later tonight. It's looking likely that for a price applicable to my brothers and I, we might have air conditioning midweek, maybe. Which is a lot better than the lol no, which it seemed like it was going to be. So, I'll take it. I'll take it. I can wait till Tuesday, Wednesday. I hope. Again, we won't know for sure till we get the estimate tonight. I still can't cut my chickens before they... That's a potion. Before they hatch, but it's looking... It's looking better. Oh, we got 3 of them here. Jeez, yeah, it's a good thing I started here. I really wanted to check that one out because we didn't get to go there. It was blocked off. I don't think I went over that side. I think we were just kind of like, yeah, story stuff. So I don't think I did a great exploration here. Yeah, no. Today it's been cooler temperatures in the past few days, but it's still like 84 with 75% humidity all day, and that's still too much.
The entire village looks
Different people. It's a different guy.
Which house would a bookworm live
in? And they're a friend of a friend, so they're probably giving a slightly better deal on stuff. Like, I'm sure there's costs that you just can't cut down, but I'm sure there's costs you can when it's somebody like friend of a friend. So, see. We will see. Part of it was also sitting down and being like, hey, what is our actual maximum per person we're going to do? And that's been adjusted slightly, so... Yeah. A complete botany of Banes. Etriphodida? Or Tail of Wyvern. White of flower and black of root, the latter of which gives out an oily gall when cut or crushed. The tribesmen of Northern Storm prick their skin with oaken needles soaked in such, drawing curious patterns about their arms and legs in honor of their heathen gods. The gall is passing toxicate, that a single drop taken by mouth may result in cramps most painful for 5 days and 5 nights, or if applied to a wound, certain death. Should a slip of the needle end a young warrior's life, it is said that his skin print failed to find favor among the heavens. Wow. Toxic tattoos, and if it kills them, The Moogle. No spirit or sprite appears more often in Valestidian folktales than the humble Moogle. Though they are occasionally painted as mischievous souls akin to pixies or imps, most stories depict them as clumsy yet congenial spirits who delight in helping mankind with their daily labors. Well, this is not 14. They are said to have sweet tooths, lending to the common superstition that one must not leave cakes or other sweetmeats uncovered overnight, lest naught remain but crumbs come morning. In appearance, they are described as being covered head to toe in soft white fur, excepting the small dark wings by which they are somehow able to take flight, and the brightly colored pom-poms that protrude from the tops of their heads. And yet, there's one detail regarding the Moogle that most find more remarkable than even the orb that tops its brow. The fact that the creatures actually exist. Preposterous, preposterous, I hear you cry. Everyone knows that Moogles are the stuff of legend. I quite agree, but every legend has its basis in truth. And in the case of the Moogle, the fact may be not so dissimilar to the fiction. Ancient bestiaries list the white mole whose feet do not touch the ground among the beasts of the realm. And the illustrations besides the name, why, it's none other than the Moogle. Of course, it is true that the creatures are not known to still survive in the Twins in the modern day. Perhaps their miniature wings carry them to other climes, perhaps they were hunted to extinction, or perhaps, just perhaps, they do still live among us, hidden away far from human view. Well, we
His interests were certainly varied.
happen to know that there are some. From a Distance, Chapter 16, The Fall of the Bearers. The emergence of the first magic adepts was widely heralded as a gift from the gods. Indeed, the title with which those with the gift came to be commonly known is more likely a contraction of bearer of the heavenly blessing, the wording used by the tribunes of the time. Those born with the blessings were lauded as living crystals and granted high office and plentiful reward for their status as chosen ones. Exactly as I had said clearly would make more sense, but people in power gotta be screw these guys. Also, hold on. I need a bowl first. I mean, it already has, but the diverse nations of the time were unanimous of their disapproval of the founding of the church. While the authorities had for years welcomed bearers into positions of power in their own structures of state, they were mistrusting of the organization led by bearers for bearers. Efforts were immediately made to chasten the church and its followers, banning members from holding office, evicting adherents from their homes, and breaking up meeting by force. The church responded by forming a volunteer army to resist the persecution, and yet it continued creating a cycle of ever-increasing bloodshed and rancor, and a growing rift between those born with the blessings and those without. What began with beatings and street clashes would eventually spill over into an all-out war that consumed the greater part of the Twins for nigh a generation, and decimated the population of men and bearers both. The deluge of blood that stained the land crimson and left an even more lasting mark upon the minds of the Palestinian people. After the bearers' last resistance was crushed, the nations of Philistia came together to sign the Continental Accord that initiated the system of slavery that persists across the realm to this day. Its well-known phrase, "bearers are other than human," has its roots in the bitter war of the years before, being the unblessed's only excuse for the calamitous refusal to allow the blessed to decide their own destinies. Well, we found the book, and
But if what it says is true,
of course it's
I
true.
need to get this back to the hideaway.
Why wouldn't it be? Royal Intelligencer Training Report. In the wake of the tragic fire at Cara Norvent in 873 V, and the subsequent depletion of our most highly practiced intelligencers, all mainland strongholds were instructed to redouble training in clandestine maneuvers, improvised weaponry, and assassination techniques, and dispatch promising volunteers to Sonhir for inspection. This report details progress made by the strongholds at Garnick in reinvigorating Wallo's ranks of esteemed intelligencers. Yeah, they sure did have a lot of books. Alright, well, we found the important. Except I think we're going to get jumped on the way out. Just a hunch. Yeah.
Leaving so soon, stranger.
Yeah, we are.
We've been watching you. From
Okay.
a distance, so to speak.
We can't have the book, so. Yeah, very subtle.
I know who you are.
Then we need not waste time on introductions. Hand me the book.
No.
Leave it in our care and return to your life.
Also no.
Care? Do you mean to burn it or bury it?
That is not my decision to make. But by one means or another, its contents shall be removed from the common record.
Yeah, because it would really bother the people in power if it turned out that they were being really messed up.
Then we find ourselves at an impasse. Very well. The book can just as easily be pried from your dead hand.
I didn't try it out yet. I'm a little worried about the length of hair. But I need to get a haircut next week anyway, because I need it short for the con.
See, shall we?
So, Let's tie the hair up too, for what it's worth. Nothing's stopping me. If we can't get some fire. It says that it shouldn't affect it on the box, but like, it still worries me. Still a little worried. Damn it. Okay, bad timing. There it is. And blast him away. Though, with the way the temperature's been the past few days, I probably should give it a go, because I'm gonna need it. It's been unfriendly temperatures. There you go. Ice bolt. Enemy slain. Easy peasy. Should be hitting that level soon enough.
Impressive.
Yeah, gonna hold on to this book.
We have other means.
Yeah, okay, sure.
We shall claim the book yet.
Mm-hmm, sure.
Why do you want it so badly anyway?
It lays out in no uncertain terms the vanity and avarice of mankind.
Yeah, you shouldn't
tells
hide
the
that.
shameful history
Mm-hmm.
of the persecution and oppression of a gifted few by a giftless many.
Yes, it
Would you say that
does.
this interpretation was correct?
100%.
I don't know.
You don't know. Your sword may be sharp, but your wits are dull.
Ooh.
So let me answer for you. There is no correct interpretation of history. That a series of events took place may be proved beyond a doubt. But there can be no single, immutable explanation.
Ah, cool. Yeah, especially if that explanation harms the current power
It's a
structure.
question of numbers and of belief.
Yeah, as long as the
Enough
people
believe
with the
that
numbers in
certain
their,
events occurred for a reason.
wallets believe that they've been righteous the whole time, then,
So you're trying to control the truth.
yes, 100%.
Trying to protect people from themselves, from knowledge that would bring them naught but pain. That is all.
Yeah, sure, okay.
You may keep the book. For now. The world is small. We shall meet again.
Let's hope we
Till
don't.
then.
For your sake, let's hope we don't.
Damn it. Let's get this back to Vivian. Perhaps she can explain what that was all about.
It's all about the bearers used to be held in high esteem and had power, and then people who didn't have bearer powers went, no, actually, screw that, and they're actually less than human, and they're bad, and we had a war, and I guess somehow the non-bearers won? That seems weird to me, but whatever. And I went, yep, no, they are subhuman. We will enslave them for the rest of time. They will serve us. Cool, done, bye. It'd be a real shame if people found out that that's the way it happened, and that it wasn't necessarily that way forever. It's a more recent turn of events. They just don't want you to talk about. It's really crazy. Chocobo kicks to the back of the neck. Still up? Alright. Easy peasy. Close. This way. I guess I still don't see like a quest marker for it. But maybe it's because it's not one of the 3 I'm actively tracking. Oh, no. Maybe just... Nope. No Skyrim in our way up this time. There we go.
This must be the orphanage. Hopefully the registry is still here.
Would be useful, wouldn't it? I mean, we made it all this way. I hope so. Let's see what you got. Knock, knock.
It's locked.
Oh.
I should look around some more before I start breaking down doors.
No, break the door. It's not like there's not going to be a bunch of monsters in there in the first place, but hey. Potion. A back door. Conditioning schedule. Today's exercises will consist of the press yard, 20 sandbags for such duration as instructors shall dictate. The furnace, burn intensity to be gradually increased. Live combat, 1 to 3 hellhounds depending on performance.
Conditioning. This is nothing short of torture.
Bad Batch Conservatory, writ of incorporation. The Kingdom of Waloed hereby incorporates this institution, wherein juvenile bearers are to be granted the opportunity to give themselves in service to the state as soldiers. Trainees succumbing to the crystal's curse or otherwise perishing are to be disposed of with all haste. The graveyard is strictly reserved for the uncursed. Bearer disposal within its bounds is punishable by death. Wow.
Disposed of.
You can't even bury them.
I wasn't exaggerating. Should one day he
Jeez.
survived this place.
I recently learned that my own daughter was among the children turned to stone by the brutal training I subjected them to. I had not so much as thought of her since handing her over to the authorities as a babe, but inquiries with the military confirmed it. It was her. I had been torturing my own flesh and blood, and now I see her everywhere. Today one of the children smiled at me in the hope of receiving a few scraps from my table. It was her smile. The smile she inherited from her mother, the mother I killed for giving birth to a bear. Jeez. The ghosts have all come back to haunt me. My daughters, my wives, all of them, all those children, so many have died at my hands. I can bear the guilt no longer. And so I've decided tomorrow I too must die. With the last order I give those poor wretches, the last torment I subject them to. I'll command them to tear me limb from limb and inter my accursed corpse between the white tree whose crooked hands reach to the sky in supplication. And beside me my shame, my curse, the record of all their names, all those I have wronged.
This reads like a suicide note.
It
Would you like
is.
to go through with his plan?
Reads like.
Find out.
The shame is guilt didn't catch up to him, several hundred children earlier. No, what else is new? There's only that one.
This
Oh.
must be the place.
Didn't see the box. Alright, time to dig, I guess.
Could he really be buried here?
Could be.
There's something hidden among the roots. Let's see. This must be the registry.
846V, 8E, 16D, Hans, lithification, Alfred, succumb to conditioning, Franz, lithification, Paulina, emanciation? Emaciation, wow. Bruno, disciplined for attempted flight. Joshua, disciplined for attempted flight. Reinhardt, succumbed to conditioning. Martha, succumbed to conditioning. Lothar, lithification. Dietrich, emaciation, and so on and so forth.
So many names. This place was a slaughterhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Where is the architect of all this misery?
Ah. Hello.
It was only a matter of time, I suppose.
It really was.
This place is cursed.
Nope. Only punches. Nothing else. And blast him. It's got some HP on him. Damn it, I thought that was his. Oh, that was a different move. Go. There's one little poke. Take him down. How much closer can we get to level before level end?
I'm done here. Let's get the registry back to Herman.
Still gotta go. Just fast travel here. It is up the stairs. Yeah, it's up there.
Doris is waiting for me near Balmung Dark.
Yep, that's where we're going.
She's out in the open, the more likely she is to be found by a Kashyyyk. I need to hurry.
I mean, literally hurry in there. Mm-hmm. Punch, punch. There's enemies below us that I aggroed. Yeah, they'll de-aggro eventually. Yeah. Oh, hey. Very nice. 47. I see a friend over here, though. You would have more friends, wouldn't you? Damn it. Deals with the friends, at least. And deals with him, kinda. Still got full HP from the level. That's not information. Didn't even get to max like bonus. Jeez. Too early. Yep. Guess we're just taking those hits. Jeez. So much for full HP from a level. Yeah, good enough. It's a shame. I should have left him alone, but I knew I had to kill that guy. Good, take all that. No, no. How much EXP do we need to level now? Ah, 83k. Cool. Might be a little bit. Might take a little while. Maybe.
There were no guards, I take it.
None manning the gates, no. It's a different story inside, though. The corridors are crawling with Akashic.
Always.
Most likely guards left behind when the wardens ran. If Chadwick was being held here, I worry that he may already be.
Don't give up hope just yet, but let's move quickly. Let me check the ground floor. The ether's thickest there.
Then I'll search the upper level. Good luck, Sid. Stay safe.
Alright. Looking around, hoping to find live people. Also, that. Let's do that. So let's see, I think I'm gonna do should have unlocked that too.
Just how bad are the floods inside the walls?
Damn it, I might have just yeah, I unlocked the wrong one. I shouldn't have done that one yet. We can still probably work this. We can work with this. I just won't be able to organize it the way I was hoping to organize it. Guess that works. Diamond dust should get us a lot more staggers, I hope. Yeah, we'll see.
I hope not.
I was hoping to set it up so we had
Just being here.
one for AoE, one for staggering,
For signs of life.
one for damage when they're staggered, but I can't currently set that up exactly the way I'd like to. So, it's fine. I have to change those two around. Unless I gotta change those two around. Get too used to those. I could put it there twice. I don't wonder why they'd let me, but I could. Do want to try diamond dust. Screw you. Alright. Shabby. Recommendation concerning Kuza beast deployment. The Kuza has long been recognized as an especially aggressive species. This being the case, it was hoped that successful deployment on the battlefield might be a means of inflicting heavy casualties on the enemy. In exercise conducted thus far, however, the beast has proven incapable of distinguishing between allied and enemy combatants. As such, deployment alongside regular troops is not recommended. It is proposed instead that the bearer captives be employed in order to draw enemy focus, and the beast then driven into the fray in order to achieve maximum benefit with a minimum loss of Waloeder lives.
Minimal loss of Waloeder lives.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What happens when they run out of bearers?
Oh, they'll
Even
just
the
keep
Imperials take better care of their branded than that.
saying something. Sorry, needed some tea. Yeah, I honestly thought it would be hard for people to be treating their branded worse. Yet here we are. Definitively worse. Memorandum on Kuza beast feeding. Recent supply shortages left us with insignificant resources to feed the Kuza, entrusted to our care. Fortunately, the creature was observed to kill and consume the bearers assigned to fight beside it in a mock battle conducted as part of its training. The beast was further observed to enter a state of visible contentment upon feeding in this way, suggesting that live bearers may even be its preferred source of sustenance. While this behavior is unexpected, it is not unwelcome. Bearers no longer of use for training purposes can now be repurposed as required.
They were
Wow.
bearers to it. This is even worse than I'd feared.
Wow. So yeah, things ain't great. At all. More good news, I assume? Writ of designation. The Kingdom of Waloed hereby designates this facility prison for the detainment of bearers both foreign and domestic. The purpose of this facility is to rear and train a Kuza beast for deployment in the field. The aforementioned purpose is a matter of strictest secrecy, and any mention thereof is to be punishable by death. Captive bearers have been provided solely for the perusal of the aforementioned purpose. Express permission is required for use of bearers in any other capacity.
So this place was no ordinary prison,
No.
and I doubt they'll
Not.
have taken the creature with them when they fled. Nothing but a Kashyyyk down here. Hopefully things are looking better upstairs. I should go and see how Doris is getting on.
Yeah, let's go take a look. No, over that way. Oh. The hell do I get up there? Well, that would do it. Staircase. Well, hello. You know what? Screw you all. And do not screw you all again. was about to say, if anything lived through both of that, I'd be a little surprised.
No luck downstairs,
No idea how she made it past all of them.
but I did find out that this place was more than just a prison. Something far more sinister was happening here.
I know. I've been reading some of these documents, and it can't be true, can it? Bearers die every day in service of their masters, but this is so much worse. Pitting bearers against a wild beast armed with nothing but their wits? And all in order to bring about more death. And not just those who could fight, but the elderly, children even. And those who wouldn't or couldn't were disposed of. Whatever that means.
I'm afraid it means they were fed to the monstrosity they kept here.
Then we're too
Yeah.
late. And I was a fool to bring you here.
Don't say that. Did you find anything else?
A key. But it doesn't fit any of the locks on this floor.
Well, there was a locked
Perhaps
gate
it'll
down
fit one
below.
of the doors downstairs. There's a corridor I haven't searched yet. Finish up here, then come and find me when you're ready.
All right. I'll be there in a moment.
Alright. Back downstairs. Hope maybe things aren't that terrible. But it seems pretty likely. Can't call. It's not that one. Oh, it's the whole other side. Okay. Be here. Maybe this side will have, you know, live people? I mean, realistically, I assume we're gonna fight the beast in the middle of this thing, right?
Let's see what we can find down here.
That just seems the most likely, but hey. Yeah. Yeah, it does. Some materials first, and then go, Oh?
A survivor. And she sounds close.
Hey, an actual survivor.
Who are you?
There's no need to be afraid. Are you alone? Are there any other survivors?
Some of the guards. They're still here.
Hmm.
But
Yeah, something's a little
something's
wrong.
with them. Everyone else was eaten by the monster.
Of course there were.
Thank the Founder.
It was worth our coming. But I'd rather we didn't linger. Are you ready?
Ready when you are. You poor
Alright,
thing.
let's go.
You must have been terrified.
Did Chadwick send you?
What?
He fought the monster. Distracted it so I could run away. He must have sent you. He promised to free the others too. Where is he?
Hmm.
He opened your cell, didn't he? He wouldn't be here otherwise.
Hmm.
Chadwick.
So we've got some problem. A problem.
Who's that?
Monster's back! Chadwick, help!
We have to get
Fairly
out of here.
large problem.
Doris, keep the girl safe.
All right. You put that bearer-eating bastard in the ground.
Yeah, let's do that.
It's out there waiting for me.
Oh,
I can't let it live.
okay.
Not if it's got a taste for bearers.
Damn. Alright, well, let's, we'll give it a what for. Send it a message. Hopefully not die. Hopefully not die. Huza Beast, rank 8. Alright. Oh, rank A, sorry. I don't know why I said 8.
The beast will wreak havoc if it ever leaves the prison. I can't let that happen.
See how Diamond Dust does to that meter. Huh? Okay. Does pretty darn good, which is what it was supposed to do. Nope, don't want to try to... You know what? Screw it. Block the comet. You fool! Oh, I'm the fool. Nope. So let's see what damage we can get this up to. If we can get that combo up a bit higher. Punch. Judgment Bolt. Into Giga Flare. I actually had a little more time in there. $106K, yeah, that's a new record. And that was far from optimized. Yeah, okay. I'm liking this setup. Notorious Mark slain. Demon's Shackle again, some more meteorites. Of course it would be meteorite. He was very blue, wasn't he?
Finally.
Yeah, but he's a chump and he went down.
Are you hurt?
I'm fine. I think.
No.
What is it?
A diary. I gave it to Chadwick before we went our separate ways. He was here. Do you think that creature?
I'm sure he fought bravely to the last. The girl is safe thanks to him.
Chadwick. You fool.
Come on. We have to get her back to the hideaway. We don't want his sacrifice to have been in vain.
No. Of course not.
Not great, but he's right, yeah. The girl's alive.
I'll
That's
see
something.
That she's looked after from now on. It's the least I can do.
Oh, they just brought us back. Sometime later. I mean, that means I did the perfect loop. So I finished that area.
From what I hear, you've barely left the girl's side in days. I hope she's recovering from her ordeal.
She is. Slowly but surely. She's far tougher than she looks. I thank the flames we found her. If we hadn't...
I know. But we did. I'm sorry we weren't able to save Chadwick.
There's no need to apologize. Without your help, I would never have found out what happened to him. How he fought to the bitter end to save her. To save Haida Marie. That's the man I remember. The man I thought of as a brother.
I wish I could have met him. I'd like to hear more about your past. If you don't mind, that is.
Of course. You already met my former master.
Yeah.
She trained Chadwick
Not a
and I
great
to do
person.
two things. Kill and obey. We were supposed to be sold to the highest bidder when the time came. But no bid was ever high enough to convince her to part with us. For years, we were her daggers in the shadows, but we could never quite shake our doubts about the things she made us do. And then, one day, we just couldn't do them anymore, so we escaped. But staying together was out of the question. They would have found us too easily. After so many years of training, the pull to serve was always strong. It scared me to think he might have taken another master, become a dagger in someone else's hand.
No, it sounds like he was helping people to the end.
Fought were his own,
Yeah.
and he died not as someone's tool, but as a hero.
Hyde Marie is proof of that. Bearers can cast off their shackles. And the Cursebreakers will show them how. I'll fight until my dying breath to see it done. For Chadwick, and for all of us.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be counting on you.
It's complete. We need so much renown for that last bit. More Breath of Darkness, okay. Rate them from favorite to least favorite. I haven't had a chance to use all of them yet, mind you. Like, it depends, because, like, they're definitely good for different things. And do you mean just, like, the circle powers, or, like, all castable abilities? Because, like, obviously, Giga Flare. Because, like, come on. It's Giga Flare. Judgment Bolt has proven to be beyond useful and crazy damaging. Obviously, I love the counter punch. Like, Raging Fist, top tier. It's a counter, it's damaging. Honestly, I don't really use many of the circle abilities. The one I use the most is actually Phoenix. Just to get to flyers when they're, like, out of range. I haven't sat down and tried Odin, but it seems like he's a self-contained type deal. Like, once I get all the other stuff I want, I'll probably buff his stuff up and, like, change all my accessories and go, like, dedicated Odin just to see how that works. Blind Justice was fun. Like, I don't use it much anymore, but the whole, hey, we added shot lock to your game, fun. It's good. I wish I did more with Garuda. She was really good at, like, stun damage, but, like, a lot of her stuff locked you in place without giving you a chance to, like, do much else. Lightning Rod was fun. Like, any AoE is always going to be good. Thunderstorm was good. Honestly, Ramuh overall very strong, even though I only use one of them now. I feel like for me it would be Bahamut, Phoenix, Ramuh, Titan, Shiva, Garuda. If I had to rank them in order. I feel like it's just Bahamut. Like, Impulse is good, Wings of Light was fun, Giga Flare is amazing. Satellite I haven't even used, but it's just a funnel. Like, it's gotta be good. Same with Flare Breath. Haven't used it. Looks like it'll be fun though. Let's turn some of these in. Ah, new mark. Or maybe it's just marking the fact that we killed the previous one. Yep, wiggle wiggle. Aha, it does mark that, but there's another S. The Masterless Marauder. The Woloder army captured such beasts and tried to train them to serve, but this particular specimen's training has long since ceased. Whether its captor turned to Keshik with the rest of their comrades, or was eaten by their pet when it broke free from its bonds, we shall never know. All we do know is there's none left alive who know the words to put an end to its rampage. Only a show of force will suffice. That doesn't narrow down where it is other than a continent. We're gonna go find that because we're done with side quests on the continent, so I think we are at least.
I found it.
Yeah, we found your book.
You lost.
It's it tells a story, some history, yeah.
You found it.
Mm-hmm. We're very good at what we
Thank
do.
you, Clive. Even Even though I asked this of you, I was not entirely sure it would be possible.
Mm-hmm.
I fear the executors had seized every copy.
Oh, they tried.
I met with one of these executors, and I convinced him to let me keep it. He told me something. That the truth is just a matter of collective belief. And that if enough people believe a lie, that lie becomes the truth.
It
He's not
does.
wrong.
But it also means that the truth is not immutable. That it can be changed. Provided that those who wish to change it can convince enough people that their perspective is the correct one. As the sad history of the Bearers proves.
Yeah.
You said that the book inspired you to become a scholar.
It did. Or its author, rather. She was a heretic, you see. A firebrand and a dissenter. A gallows stood ready for her in every corner of the realm. And by shunning society, or perhaps being shunned by it, she stumbled upon a truth so potent that an entire realm trembled at the prospect of its utterance. I, too, have always felt somehow set apart from the world of men. A stranger to my own species. She taught me that my solitude was not a curse, but a gift. And that, though my journey to the truth might be a lonely one, what I found at my destination would be more than worth the cost.
Do you still feel that way? That you're not one of us?
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure anymore. Since coming to the Hideaway, I find my thinking somewhat clouded. Perhaps the result of studying mankind from a rather closer perspective than I had intended.
Ever so closer, yeah. Oh, that's it.
The
Oh.
more I study, the more I find value in this perspective. In looking not from the outside, but from within. So if you'll permit me, I'd like to continue my work here. Remember, Clive, when enough people believe, belief begets truth. Give the men and women of this benighted world the gift of truth. Make them believe in you, as I do.
I'll try, Vivian. I'll try.
Quest complete. Bet you we don't even get a full quest out of all these. Vivian Ninetails is a scholarly headwear, awarded to her upon the completion of her studies at the University of Kenver. Give the men and women of this benighted world the gift of truth. Make them believe in you as I do. Displayed in your chambers. She gave us her hat. Wiggle, wiggle. The Wailing Banshee. Cursebreakers came across this creature while searching for survivors near the abandoned village of Garnick. Misled by the abomination's appearance into thinking she might be a local woman, they went to offer their help, but soon it was they who were seeking salvation. The survivors said they can still hear the screams, both those of the White and those of the fallen comrades. So Garnick, and then somewhere on that continent. Garnick was up here, right? Yeah. Then, I don't even know where the behemoth would be. I would have said over there, but it's inaccessible still. It's gotta be somewhere on the plains then, on the big chunk. Maybe it broke into there, but presumably it broke out of there. Still, we know where this one is. We can do that. Oh, maybe it's right here then. That looks like a S-rank hunt, right? Sure does to me. Yeah, boy. Behemoth King. Alright, well. Brack me. This is gonna hurt. Alright. 4 horsemen. What? Your opening attack is 4 horsemen. Come on. Nope, take this. Get that meter of yours going down. Refuse to get grabbed by that. Just trying to burn down that stagger meter. Oh, oh, no thank you. I don't want it. Get away. Yeah, not a behemoth. King Behemoth. You know. Damn it! Oh, so it's not a grab, it's just a fast hit. Oh, okay. Oh, Comets 2. Comets 2. There we go. Toss it better that time. Jeez. This. The hell was that? Did I get out of its... Yeah. At least. Oh, alright, well. Jeez. Alright. So I can't leash it too far away. Bad things happen. Gotta play smarter. Not just back him into a wall again. Oh, say Mike, how's it going? Welcome to Viper Land in the chat. Meant to say, was distracted by Behemoth. Should stagger him, I hope. Yes. But... their HP back. Go! Punch the booty! Punch the booty! All booty punching. All the time. You can't have too much stagger meter left, dude. Got about the arm coming back. They dodged that game. Don't get near the edge. Yeah, 125k damage. Maelstrom. Some comets. That's so fast. Do you know what? I'm gonna take another potion. This is fine. Everything is okay. Damn it! Oh, I was looking at the fire, not at him. You gonna give me half a second to attack you at any point? Just asking for a friend. He sure be a chunky one. Just gonna hit him with stuff. You know. Heal us too. No! What? No! I don't want to get hit with Apocalypse. Thank you. Guess we're just healing through this. Get out of that one, because that's the big one. Yeah. Alright. Nope. The Shiva move is proving to be very good at staggering, which is why I ended up grabbing it. I wanted to for a while, but I wanted to max out the stuff I had. Also, hey Ark, how's it going? Welcome to Viperland in the chat. Like, they listed it as the thing that was most likely to do, like, crazy stagger damage, so I just grabbed that. Fifting fists. Oh, it's actually gonna... Not enough time, not enough time! Come on, tell me you have enough time for Giga Player 2. Just enough. You should get most of it. Yep. Did not get as high damage as I'd like, but... No! This is just an MMO attack to dodge. 100%, that's just what that is. Damn it. Uh-oh. Okay. Got him. Yeah, bullet hell behemoth. Jeez. Auric Halcom. Juicy.
No match for you, eh, Torgal?
Damn right, says Torgal. You better believe it. Oh yeah, we actually had another one over here, didn't we? You know what? I'm gonna head back to base and just heal up real quick. Save after that one. The next one should be easier, but even though it's right there, it's not far. Jeez. Well, yeah, I mean, I know how behemoths work. Wasn't born yesterday. I'm aware. Played enough Final Fantasies to maybe have a slight grasp on that. That's kind of how they do. Oh, look. It was replaced with a random dog. Ah, some random dogs. I don't really need to fight them. I just need to make it to the village.
Torgal, kill! All yours, Torgal.
There's enemies up here. Just to make it into the village that's right there. Like, there's no way they give me anywhere near enough EXP to even be noticeable anymore. Alright. Oh, well, hello.
Harmon's madness lives on.
Oh, yeah, that's a lot of that stuff. Good, take some meter damage. Take more meter damage. Nah, more meter damage. Trust you. Ah, hello, wind cannon. Oh, he went past it. Alright, fine. Damn it. Damn it. Well, sure. I guess that just doesn't work that way. Some punchy punches in. Judgment Bolt. Giga Flare. And so my squishy ass needs healing. I guess we're just getting the healing from the limit break. Not have it do it. Yeah, I suppose they could not have it, but it was more fun than it did. Always when they're gonna go past me. No, stop. Continue to stop. Yeah, you don't have to be staggered for Giga Flare to kill you. It helps. It's not required.
Rest in peace.
Right, another one down. So it should be every quest and mark on that continent up to date. We still have... Oh, we've got a new quest in the chambers, and we've got the one down there. Or up there. Okay. Good here. Just a refresher course on how much we're going to need.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back.
2850 or
Come
2590.
again. I may have more for
A
you.
little bit, yeah. What's the one up, right?
I hear that you traveled to Ash, Cid.
We did.
Did you by any chance recover the names of my fallen friends?
Yeah, there's a lot of them. A lot.
If I may, the bearer registry. The director was a brutal man. He got no worse than he deserved.
It really sounds that
Registry
way.
was all I found beneath the tree. There was no sign of a body, or any record of what happened to the children after the orphanage closed.
I pray that at least some of them survived. All their names are here. The ones we lost. My friends. My light in those dark times. I can still remember their faces, like it was yesterday. Children who were taken from their bunks in the morning, never to return. No explanation ever offered.
They'd be happy to know that you survived, Herman.
But why did I make it out alive, when so many others died in that awful place?
It's not your fault. And blaming yourself won't bring them back. Honor their memory. See that their names live on. That way, at least. They're never truly gone.
Thank you. Cid, I'm going to write a book. An account of
Good
the
idea.
horrors of Badbach, and the spirit of those its custodians sought to crush. All of Valisthea will know of our suffering, and in the name of those I lost, I will not let it happen again.
Neither will I.
These records would have been buried for all eternity, were it not for you. Thank you.
Kinda just what we do. That's complete. Breath of Ice. So now we've got another one in our... Yeah. Guess we have a new quest at the reading table.
Miss Shirley says your books made quite an impression on her.
We don't... Okay, yeah, no. Still nothing new here.
Say what you will, Lady Karen has seen herself.
First the skies, then the crystal.
Alright, quest, what you got? The two of you have been together for what probably feels like a lifetime now, but there's still a lot you have to learn about that hound of yours. Aye, he'll step in front of a bloody raging behemoth if he meant protecting you, but that don't mean you should take it for granted. At the end of the day, he's a hound, and sometimes he just wants someone to pat his head and rub his belly and give him a handful of kupo nuts. You do good to remember that. I'm aware that there are matters of much greater import which demand your attention, but should you find yourself a moment, I bid you visit me in the shelves, and I might ask a single favor concerning His Highness Prince Dion. Oh, for Dion, hell yeah.
It's usually me making demands of Harpocrates. I wonder what this is about.
Take a look at our new hat on display. Oh yes, our charred sparring sword and our hat. Table's starting to fill up a little bit. So what can we do to help our good old friend Dion?
Harpocrates. I received your note.
Ah, yes. I expect you're wondering what this is all about.
You spoke of making amends with Dion, but I can't imagine what for.
Then I should begin by telling you that I was once his tutor.
Oh,
This
okay.
was some years ago, of course, before I joined Cid in his hideaway.
You would have to be, yeah.
I was counted among the foremost scholars of Oriflamme, and was accordingly invited to the palace to supervise the young prince's education, all to ensure that the future emperor had a firm grounding in, well, everything an emperor should. History, religion, commerce, government. Alas, our time together was cut short when Dion left to join the dragoons.
Why study the book when you can study the lance?
Being deemed necessary. I had not expected to meet with him again, least of all here.
Have you spoken with him?
No, I have yet to find the right moment. His Highness always seems so preoccupied, especially when alone. I would not wish to disturb his ruminations with idle words of greeting. Not when I know he dwells upon the evil Ultima had him commit in the Dominion.
Yeah.
Guilt weighs heavily on him, I know. But as you say, that was Ultima's doing. Surely you can't blame yourself.
When I first met him, it was not guilt, but his people's expectations that weighed heavily upon him. And I did nothing to ease that burden. He bore it alone, until the day he could not bear it any longer. It is one of my greatest regrets that I only ever offered him my wisdom, when what he truly needed was friendship. The blame for Dion's transgressions lies not only on his shoulders, but on mine.
Mostly Ultimus, though, but...
I'm ready to help you in any way that I can.
Then I beg that you bring me a wild wyvern tail.
Weird
Officers
request for
across the
that.
ages agree that even to glimpse such a flower is to be granted inner solace. Fabulists and fraudsters all, of course. But there is oft a seed of truth to be found where even the most outlandish opinions align.
Well, it can't hurt to try.
All
Where
right.
can I find this flower? And how will I know it?
You have seen cultivated wyvern tails before, I trust. The lily-white blossoms from whose roots the poisonous ink for the brand is distilled.
Yeah, we were reading about that.
Those which grow in the wild differ only in their purple hue. The harsher the environment in which they are raised, the deeper the color. There is a waterfall in Rickmal's Roost across the strait, where the flowers once grew in abundance. Whether they still survive there, I know not. But try as I might, I can find no likelier location.
It's all right.
All right.
I'll find you a wyvern tail one way or another.
Thank you, Clive. And please, be safe.
I haven't actually checked back in here in a while.
I have a few new notes that might interest
What level are we now? Library. Quarter of the Realm.
This,
All right.
I believe you will find most interesting.
Barnabas' mother. Yeah. We saw her in like one thing. Yeah, even here. Not shown overly beclothed.
You wish to study the tomes?
Alright, cool. See ya. Let's go find a flower. Let's go up here next. Got a bunch in Northreach. Yeah, one of them right
Zed
there.
might at least have mentioned where in Northreach he'd be testing this recruit.
Pay for that.
I'm nervous.
Ah, that's our new
Well met, Cid.
scout.
This is the initiate. Ember, present yourself.
At your service, Master.
Please, just Cid. There are no masters here. Your life is your own.
Oh, of course. Thank you, Cid. The sergeant says you'll be evaluating me at my trial.
Mm-hmm.
To become a scout, yes. You are aware of the dangers inherent in that role.
I am. But I swore I'd face them. Just like the man who saved my life.
And who would that be?
Gav. It was him who found me and freed me. No magic, no support, just one man and his nose. Came and sniffed me out. It taught me what one man can do if he puts his mind to it.
True,
And
true.
I've been training ever since, so that one day I can be someone's saviour, just like Gav was mine.
I'm sure he'd be flattered. You clearly have good intentions, Ember. And it sounds like you're under no illusions. Stick to this path and you'll make a fine curse breaker.
So, what? Have I passed?
You haven't done anything.
You haven't even started yet. Now listen. Not far from here is an Imperial lookout, Eastwatch. The guards there record all their sightings in a logbook. You are to find it and bring it here.
And bring it here, right. Anything else?
No. Sneaking into a heavily guarded Imperial outpost and stealing the logbook would be quite sufficient.
Yeah, I
You need
feel
to
like it
assess
should
the
be.
situation, determine a point of entry, create a distraction and effect an escape, all without being discovered and thrown into an Imperial oubliette.
Ember, Gav isn't our best scout because he can do everything. It's essential that you know your limits.
Know my limits, right. I won't let you down.
Alright.
It shouldn't be as dangerous as I made out. But keep a weather eye on him all the same, would you?
On
Yeah.
my way. All right,
I'm
Ember.
sure it'll be fine.
Impress me.
Okay. You want pain? That's fine. There you go. Ah, some of them were out of range. Alright, well, cool. Oh yeah, you know, just go Thancred invisible. Normal. Anybody can do it. In fact, Sneak learned it from Thancred.
These are clean kills. Perhaps young Ember really is ready.
We go in, we immediately get spotted.
Maybe not.
We actually blow his cover.
Damn it. Ember, draw your sword!
I can't!
It's slightly important to be able to do that.
If you want him, you'll have to go through me.
Damn it. It's... Please stagger. There we go. Data flare action to wrap it up. Yeah, couldn't even take the one full set. See, if Thancred could use the power of box, they'd be unstoppable. That's why they weren't allowed. Also, he'd never be able to actually grab the box. Y'shtola would always be sitting in it.
Gone.
Or Graha, depending.
Scouts really are a rare breed. Back to Northreach it is then.
Ooh, first. Not much, but I'll take it. Well, he was doing okay till he found a wyvern. And then couldn't do anything, so... Not great. Not great. And then he ran away. I guess we'll see whether he ran back here or just left.
I didn't expect you back so soon.
Hmm.
Where is Ember? How did he fare?
I thought I'd find him with you. He must have fled. I followed him to Eastwatch, where I found him being set upon by a wild Avis. He was just standing there. Didn't even draw his sword. I had to step in and take care of things. But by the time I had, he was nowhere to be seen. I assumed he'd set off in your direction, but apparently not.
No, guess he just...
I'm sorry, Sid. I knew the boy had a nervous streak, but he seemed like...
The right man for the job? I believe this is the logbook you tasked me with retrieving.
Eh? How did you... Don't you tell me you breached the tower while Sid was busy saving your skin.
What? Wasn't that what you asked me to do? To bring the thing back without getting caught?
He has you there, Nazaire. And he did it all on his own.
But Sid, he
did what he thought was best. And now I have to decide whether I agree.
Of course. We'll await your evaluation back at the hideaway. Don't you leave my sight.
Yes, Sergeant.
I mean, he did get it done. Roundabout way, but...
This won't be an easy decision.
A fortress?
The garrison is threatening to pull their sentries from the markets if we don't cooperate.
I would speak with this Duke.
Oh yeah, the Duke. Yeah. Yeah, he needed a distraction, and it worked.
Your town needs you. I need you.
Well, this town is not having a great time.
Do you have a
At
moment,
all.
Clive?
What is it?
It's the Duke, unsurprisingly. His Eminence has assumed full control of the garrison and put every able-bodied man to work on the fortifications. The town was left all but unguarded, so Philippe was compelled to form a citizens' watch to fill the void. And though my dear boys have been characteristically willing to assist him in this, they want for bodies. So I was wondering if you would lend them your strength, that the people of Northreach might sleep easier, if only for a few nights.
So you want us to go hunt some monsters? Yeah, I think I can do
Of course.
that. Probably.
Whatever you need.
Thank you, Clive. What would I do without you? Philippe told me he had men stationed at...
Where can I find the mistress of this establishment?
We were
Here, my
talking.
lady. To whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
My name is Sabine, and it is my displeasure to be the daughter of the Duke of Oriflamme, who I understand is causing you and your town no small amount of trouble.
No small amount
I
at
wish
all.
to speak to you about what might be done.
Very well. Let us speak.
Alright.
I trust you'll forgive me, Clive.
Absolutely. Our conversation can wait.
Please, proceed.
As you know, my father is a most overbearing and supercilious man, and I join
yep.
you in objecting to his every action.
Good, good.
Indeed, I owe you my thanks for continuing to argue against his reckless plans. Yet I fear he is not one to be swayed by reason.
No, probably not.
No. He must be made to face the consequences of his actions.
And who would make him do this?
I would. Myself and several other like-minded individuals. Were you to join us, we would surely have the strength to drive him from Northreach for good.
Does that not seem a trifle drastic?
Drastic action is precisely what is called for. Unless you are content to see your people downtrodden and dispossessed. My father would have it that citizens exist only to serve the Empire. That they should be forced to make every sacrifice to ensure her revival. But he is wrong.
Of course he
It
is,
not
yeah.
the people who must serve the Empire, but the Empire who must serve her people. He's always been like this.
Yeah, I don't think he just suddenly wakes up one
Scornful
day
of the
because...
opinions of anyone he judged beneath him.
Which is
But
everyone.
he cannot be allowed to ride roughshod over the common folk any longer. We must fight him by all possible means.
I mean, I'm down.
No. My purpose is to quell the tension in Northreach, not to stoke it. Respectfully, my lady. Our only chance of saving this town depends upon every one of us uniting against our common enemy. Your father and his followers included. While I understand your frustrations, I cling to the hope that he may yet be won round.
False hope, I assure you. But I
Seems
see that
that
your
way,
mind is
but-
made up. I shall bother you no longer. If you will extend me the same courtesy, I bid you good day.
What, do you think we were going to seek you out and bother you?
She certainly has spirit.
Indeed. But unfortunately for us, that spirit is only likely to harden the Duke's resolve, which may
Yeah.
have to seal the fate of this town. Not that she cares. This is all about her and her father.
Families.
I'm sorry, where were we? Ah, yes. I was about to tell you of Philippe's plans for the town watch, but perhaps it's better that you heard them from him. I believe he's in the market, if you'd be so kind as to seek him out.
Alright, let's see what he's got to say.
It's just a pity I cannot join you. I'd like to see the two of you in action together.
Under new management 2. I wonder if this will unlock another quest, because clearly the quests of this area are not going to end with me and him fighting some monsters. Unless one of those monsters is harassing the Duke, and he has a change of heart if we rescue him or something, like, really drastic.
What does the dame have to say about all this? So you are content to
Oh,
abandon the...
well, hello.
Please, I beseech you. If you are a true son of Northreach, you must fight to defend your home.
That's exactly what I am doing, milady.
Mm-hmm.
Or trying to, at least. The land is crawling with fiends, and someone has to keep watch.
Even when our true enemy is hiding in the garrison? Fine. You're not the only able-bodied man in Northreach. Thank you so much for your help.
Alright, hey again. Causing problems everywhere, I see.
You two, then.
Could hardly get a word in edgeways. Like father, like daughter, eh?
She made an uninvited appearance at the Vale earlier, hoping to convince the Dame to join her in fomenting rebellion.
I bet that went well. Her ladyship seems to have a way with people.
Don't she?
Anyway, what brings you here?
Our mutual friend thought you might welcome some help.
Oh, she did she? Right as always. In fact, you're just the man. We've had some reports, you see. Sightings of, you know.
Oh, Akashic.
They're back.
Seems that way. All over, too. We haven't been able to confirm anything yet, but if you're willing, you could go and see what's what.
Right. Where should I look?
You know Grieger's Weep? One of the sightings places them somewhere on its shores.
I'm on my way.
Thank you, Clive. I'll look into one of the other sightings. Let's rendezvous back here later.
Alright. Head to the point, check for stuff, kill it, come back. No, not even too far away.
Ready, go? Yeah.
Still haven't updated the items that can be hanging around. Still just 2 gil. I guess if it's gonna be, you know, skies going dark, end of the world type stuff, people will probably keep a better hand on their gil, if anything.
Before they get to the town.
Yeah, the Fire Ice combo. As long as they get hit by all of the AoEs, suddenly they're gone. Well, until more show up, I guess. Oh, you've got a healer. Cheaters. What was their healer? Oh, there it is. Oh, I never tried it in the air before. Like that. You must die.
It's over.
Well,
Call that a test, Ultima?
Clive, it's me. Are you alright?
I am. But it seems the reports were true. The thralls have returned. I dispatched the few that I found, though.
Well, there's something, I suppose. But what were they doing south of town? They all came from the north last time. We might be able to fend off an attack from one side or the other, but from both?
Do you have eyes in
guess
the
that's
north?
probably the plan then.
I should probably go and have a look, though, just to be sure. You head back to Northreach. I want you there just in case war breaks out while I'm away.
What do you mean?
Her ladyship's been busy working her magic on the townspeople, stirring up ill feeling towards her father. But she'll have her marching on the barracks if we're not careful.
What? This is exactly what the Dane was afraid of.
Yep.
I'll do what I can to calm things down.
Alright.
Be careful out there, alright?
Don't worry, I'm not like you. One sniff of those things and I'm running back to town screaming blue murder.
Ah, well. This is great.
Do you not see, Father? The people of Northreach have given enough, and only a fool would ask for more.
Listen to me, Sabine. Where would our people be without their country, hmm? The Empire is their sword and their shield. It is she that ensures they can live without fear. And now she teeters on the brink. Without their sword, how will the people fight? Without their shield, how will they protect their kin? Can the unarmed stand against the advancing hordes? No. But there is yet hope. A new shield, a new sword. A new empire. We can rebuild Sanbreque, just as great Griga wills it.
Perhaps we could, Father. But we don't want to. Not if it is built on the broken backs of the people.
Please, let us not quarrel in the street. You must see that no good will come of this. Our fight is not with each other, but with the threat that draws ever closer to our gates. A threat that your sword has yet to rid us of, Your Eminence.
You will hold your tongue, whore.
Mm.
You may have filled my daughter's head with your heresy, but I will not be corrupted.
Corrupted? Your daughter's opinions are her own, as you would know if you had ever deigned to listen to her.
All he sees is with him or not with him. That's it.
And not posturing born of a family feud. Northreach deserves better than that.
Northreach deserves better than you, Carla.
Oh.
Yes, I know who you are. The slut of Twinside who bedded a Branded.
Jealous, are you? That a woman might choose a bearer over a pious man of Griga.
Clive! I met a swarm of thralls coming south from Oriflamme.
Oh, crap.
Hundreds of them.
Crap.
Too many to count.
Yeah, speaking of that sword.
Work on the fortifications has scarcely begun. We will retreat to Caer Norvent and there make our stand.
Wow, you abandoned us immediately.
Did you hear me? That was an order.
Wow.
While this is but a heartfelt plea, let us make our stand here and protect our homes. Protect those that we love. Together, for Northreach!
You heard the dame. What are we waiting for? Pikemen to the gates. Archers to the roofs. Quickly, come on!
Yeah, sorry, Duke, but screw you. We don't want to run away from our homes.
She is but a common
whore, yes. And we'd follow her to the gates of hell.
Well, I guess things are, you know, escalating here slightly.
The men have their orders, and they look like following them. I got them spaced out at regular intervals. Whichever direction the thralls strike from, there'll be someone there to meet them.
Good plan. Good start, at least.
Rest assured the people will play their part. The herbalist has donated her stock of medicines to me. Should any of your men be injured, take them to the Vale. We'll see to them there.
Thank you, milady. I will.
I'll play my part too. You still want for numbers. Unlike the enemy. I only hope I can go some way to evening the odds. Philippe, can I leave the south in your hands? I doubt the thralls by the lake were the last of their number.
Of course. I'll lead a party down that way so we don't get taken by surprise. What about you?
Guess we're going north.
I'll make my way up the road to Oriflamme. I fought a few of these things. And while I can't promise to hold them all back, I should be able to thin the herd.
All right. But take care.
Thank you. Both of you.
You can thank us when it's over.
Till then, madame.
Alright, northward bound we are. Help save the town, kick some butt. Maybe get the Duke out of here. At least, you know, have him see the light of day.
There are so many of them.
That's fine.
Not for long.
Let's gather together. Thank you.
Is it over? No. It's only just begun.
Yeah, if it ended there, I'd be a little surprised. Now y'all gotta be casters. Damn it. This. Knew I could get it eventually. It was actually pretty early for Judgment Bolt. Oh. Never claimed to be perfectly optimized yet. Still almost dead. Oh, block the beam, punch the balls, destroy the mech. There it is. I don't know how your average rank and file soldier would handle that beam, so probably good we had
That
it.
looks to be the last of them. I wonder how the others fared. Better hurry back to town. Come on, Torgal.
I mean, it's standing, so that's a good sign.
Clive, it's good to see you.
And you. The road to Oriflamme is clear. How did you and your men fare?
Well, we ended up fighting for our lives down by the lake. Took a few nicks, but nothing the girls of the Vale can't put right.
Glad to hear it.
Well, it seems we've survived. For the time being, at least.
Funny what you can do when everybody works together. Crazy.
Right. And I was wrong. About everything.
I mean, you just wanted
I
power.
had thought that the only way to unite the people was under the banner of Empire. That without a strong hand to guide them, they would drift apart. To be borne hither and yon by the eddying currents of fate. But you brought them together. Not by force, nor by the exercise of goddess-given authority, but by simply being one of them. By knowing
Who would have thought that could help? Yeah.
because you feel it yourself.
Who would have thought?
Our purpose was ever the same, Your Eminence. You were merely distracted by a loftier vision of empire and glory, while our eyes beheld matters closer to home.
You have the right of it again, as did you, Sabine. His radiance said it himself. Sanbreque is naught without her citizens.
True.
I forgot that, and I am sorry.
I'm sorry too, Father. I should never have taken things so far. I only wanted you to understand how the people felt. How I felt. But my anger got the better of me.
Do not blame yourself, my dear. This was my doing. I should have listened to you. To all of
We
you.
were both kind of at fault,
Your
but you know.
Eminence, Your Ladyship, I do not doubt that you came here with the best of intentions. But I believe the same could be said of us all. We all want safety, security, prosperity. Not just for Northreach, but for the entire realm. And we may yet achieve it. If only we work together. Will you join us in this?
Yes. We shall.
Thank you, Your Eminence. Now that that is settled, I must go and see to the wounded. The Vale's doors are always open to any soldier in need of relief. And today there are more than ever before.
Madame Isabel is a rare soul indeed.
Yeah, yeah.
In these dark times, I see that it is not men like me who should lead the realm.
See, this is the most unrealistic part of this quest line, is him seeing the light of things.
Right. If only I'd listened to
But
her
hey,
when I had the
it's a fantasy
chance.
game. It's fine.
Forgive me for saying so, milady, but you still do. The dame said it herself. We can turn things around. We just have to work together. And that goes for you, too. You're one of us now.
One of you.
Well said, Captain. Let this be a new beginning, not only for Sanbreque, but for us.
Well,
Alright.
since there's nothing more to be
Guess
done
this
here,
quest did kind of ramp up
we
stuff
should
up
see
here.
if Isabel needs any help moving the wounded.
Escalated a little quickly from, hey, could you just help the guards a little bit?
There's no need to worry any longer. We did it!
This the last one?
Alright. What do you got? Need help?
How goes the treatment of the wounded? I'd be happy to man one end of a stretcher if it would help.
You've helped quite enough for one day, Clive. Thank you.
Don't mention it.
Oh, but I must. After all you've done for this town, it is the very least you deserve.
Tell me, if Northreach had fallen, what would you have done? A woman of your means could find a home anywhere in the realm, but I sense you would rather have died here.
It's a long story.
For you, madame, I have all the time in the world.
Very well. Long ago, I had a life in the Crystalline Dominion. I was Carla then, courtesan to the nobility. So sought after was I that it was only they who could afford my time. Alas, those halcyon days were not to last. For naive as I was, I fell in love with a bearer. He was my master's guard, the gentlest man I have ever known. After they discovered us together, he was whipped bloody and forbidden from ever looking at me again. And so we fled. Not that we had anywhere to flee to. We wandered, aimless and starving, half dreading, half praying that the next day would be our last. Until we found ourselves here, in Northreach. It was the Vale that took us in, that fed us, clothed us, and healed our hurts. Those that could be healed, at least. My love was already too far gone.
He passed away.
He did. Not long after we arrived. But at least we were able to share a few moments of peace before the end. It was the greatest gift I have ever received. But the generosity of this town and her people did not end there. The men and women of the Vale supported me through my grief. Shared in it, though I was still a stranger to them. They treated me like a sister. And so I swore that I would always do the same. That I would return the kindness that Northreach showed me. That I would repay my debt to the Vale.
Seems like she's been rather successful.
Thank you, Isabel, for
A
sharing
little
this
bit.
with me.
You're a lot like him, you know. Perhaps that is why I have such a soft spot for you. Never stop fighting, Clive. And I shan't either. I know that it will not be easy to keep Northreach together. But our efforts will be rewarded. Just look at us now. The people, the soldiers, even the Duke of Oriflamme and his daughter, all united in defense of this town that we have come to call our home. And what of you? Can we count on your support too?
Always.
Alright, quest complete. Think Northreach is gonna be a-okay. Wouldn't be surprised if a mark shows up around here. Vale signboard. The emblem of the Vale, Northreach's far-famed House of Ill Repute. The town is the gateway to the imperial capital of Oriflamme, where waves of old money and new lap against the opposing sides of the Great Wall. Yeah. I feel like as we clear an area, there's a non-zero chance of another mark showing up. But if it doesn't, then we're done up there for now. Nope, looks like we might have some markage to do. Oh yeah, and an answer for these guys.
Welcome back, Sid.
Slowly but surely chipping away at those side quests.
Yes. Welcome back. Trip wasn't too much of a pain in the arse, I hope. Truth be told, it was me who suggested roping you in to help with the trial. But from what I hear, things didn't go quite as planned.
Not quite.
They most certainly did not.
I have to actually choose this one? I'm gonna say yeah. As long as he learns to start avoiding the big monsters, he did everything else right.
Ember lost his nerve in the face of a beast of prey, but he didn't lose heart. He pressed on, and he achieved his aim. And is that not what we ask of our scouts?
Indeed it is. Thank you for your honest appraisal, Sid. The fact remains, however, that Ember will not always have a battle-hardened warrior on hand to pluck him from the jaws of peril. All I have gleaned from this trial is that without someone watching his back, Ember is little more than a liability.
Wait, Sergeant. Ember still has much to learn, it's true. And this time he was found wanting. But I'd say he's due a second chance, nonetheless.
Yeah.
After all, he did do as you asked.
With a bit of hard work, any hand can be made to hold a blade, and any mind can conquer its fears. But a scout's nose is different. You've either got one, or you ain't. And by sniffing out that log, young Ember here has shown he has a conk and a half. Wouldn't do to waste it now, would it?
Yeah, see?
Fine. One more chance.
I'll do whatever you ask. I'll spend my days and nights in the pit if I have to. I'll show you. Just you wait.
It's hard enough to find somebody who wants to do that job.
There's a brush there, but his heart's in the right place.
Yeah.
Just like someone else we know. And if you ask me, we've been leaning on him for far too long. That time the curse breakers took some of the weight off his shoulders, I reckon.
It couldn't hurt.
Just don't tell Gav I said so, will you? I won't have him thinking he's been hard done by. Next thing you know, he'll be asking for a day off. Chance would be a fine thing. Back to work.
Forgive me, Sid. This did not play out as I expected.
I mean, things rarely do.
Things rarely do these days.
See?
But that's why we need men like Ember more than ever. Men who can make the best out of a bad situation. Remember that.
I will, Sid. Thank you.
Quest complete. More EXP. We might actually get a level out of these. We're getting a bunch. Breath of Lightning, Pile Drive. New quest is available nearby. It's never ending. And we'll shuffle. What you got? 2 new marks. An A and an A. The Grim Reaper, Cape Osier, and the Penitent's Gate. There's a saying among the Imperial soldiers at the North Reach of the North Reach garrison, steer clear of the drowned tower, lest the specter's sickle reap your roots. They speak in typically uncouth terms of the thrall that dwells within the Aether Flood, one whose frightful aspect and command over lesser minions would appear to mark him as a high-ranking member of his species. Most pilgrims to the holy capital of Oriflamme pass through the Penitent's Gate on the road from the Royal Meadows. Late, however, a knight in shining armor has elected to station himself beside this entrance, accusing any and all passerbys of being Cid the Outlaw, the one who led Prince Dion down the path of destruction, and challenging them to a duel to the death. Well, the Gate and Cape Oris. Whichever. Let's get those going. Yeah, over there. The gate should be here. Yeah. Then yep, this is our best warp in point. Have to run a little ways, but that's fine.
And how might I help the garrison today?
Now we have another quest. I should have picked up the quest before I left, but I like bouncing between quests and marks for now. It works, especially as we continue to get more marks.
Do be careful.
I will.
Yeah, careful. Check a little time, because I don't want to fight everything around here.
Run like the wind.
So this side we're looking for a Spectre with a Scythe. On the other side I guess we're looking for a Dragoon, who's pissed off that Dion's not there. Blames us. I mean, it's Joshua's fault more than ours, but whatever. Okay. Is that him? That's gotta be him.
Straight home now.
Hello, friend. Prince of Death. Sure. Let's do this. Why, hello there. Damn it! Oh, I thought he was attacking, but he was just reacting. Come at me. Come at me. I want to parry you. Oh, I can't parry that. Too far in the distance. Damn it. Okay, well that was just badly timed. That one. Will it stagger? Yes, it will. Wonderful. That's probably a little too much of that one. That for a bunch of free hits. More hits. And do? Nah, I wanted them. Sure, it takes a chunk out of them, though. Oh, harvest. Yeah, I'm gonna be over here for that one, thank you. Jeez. You really are just gonna swing that thing around a lot, huh? No, he teleported. Oh. It's a projectile, clearly. Well, everything else is on cooldown, so you just take Giga Flare. It'll do it. It'll do it. Notorious Mark Selene. Level? Just very close. A level. Not bad. Dark Steel. Extremely similar to iron, yet darker, harder, and heavier. Whatever Fell Magic's Ultima employed in its creation, the metal has thus far proven impossible to reproduce. Yeah.
I'm getting tired of these things.
Clearly something we might need.
Good girl.
Which to me means maybe we do another like blacksmith quest or something, I don't know. I feel like we currently could use some more blacksmith goodies. So going all the way to the gate. Good on HP. A little wanting for limit break, but that's okay.
Don't get surrounded.
We can't get surrounded if we run away. The answer is flee. There's a dragoon that wants to duel at the gate. Who am I to say no? Further? Oh, not too much. Okay. Oh, it looks like there's even a teleporter here. I guess I just never debated it. Cool. If we ever need to come back, it'll be set. Hello, friend. Knight of the Splendent Heart. Madness? Really? Us? Yeah. Oh, he hurts. Gotta dive again. Damn it, should have. Come on. There it is. This should stagger. There it is. Alright. And as soon as he gets up, Cuba's ready to go again. A nice chunk out of that. Yeah. Chunk and a half. Phantom March? No thank you. Jeez. Oh, wrong one. Jeez, okay. It's not all my fault. Take this. Stagger, please, for a second. Oh, nice to wait. Finish him with the blizzard. Can't believe he made me use more potions than the other guy. Oh, clear the hunt board. We have killed every hunt. All of them. Well, that definitely means we're gotta be getting a little closer to the end of the game. Every hunt has been taken down. Oh boy. Don't make those guys easy. So it should just be the quest. Maybe I know, right?
You alright?
There you go. No, we already did this quest, right? We already... No, I guess we didn't. Okay.
Something troubling you?
No more than usual. It's just... Eda's baby will be coming soon, and I wanted to make something for it.
I'm sure she'd like that.
Back in the north, families would always make gifts when a bairn was on the way. Yeah, let the little tykes know they were welcome in their new homes, like.
So, what's the problem?
Well, the problem is that Eda's due any day now. I don't know if I'll be ready in time.
I mean...
Is there anything I can do to help?
You know, there just might be.
Alright then. What exactly are we making?
A good luck charm. But not just any good luck charm.
The luckiest good luck charm?
No. One made from the feather of a silver chocobo. There's naught lucky in all the realm, or so we used to say back home anyway. Thing is, they're hard to come by. Had Otto and Karen check with their suppliers, but nothing. I'd try and track one down myself, only...
Only the big day is fast approaching. And that's all you need, a feather.
That or the bird whose horse it's attached to, aye. I was gonna start by asking around with traveling traders plying the northern borders.
Well, there's no shortage of those passing through Martha's. I think I might make that my first port of call.
Alright.
I'll let you know if I find anything.
You're a good friend, Clive. I won't forget this.
No new materials to be used there. Alright. Yeah, I mean, the game hasn't been super subtle about the fact that that thing is probably going to be a point of no return. 50,000 quests that have opened up beforehand kinda lean into that. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's got that vibe for sure. Ask about the hunt board. So that's what we see before you. Oh, okay. So I was hoping we get something for clearing it, like just a line of dialogue. It has been hunted. All of it. Save it up. I feel like just it's always a good idea to save every time we pass through here. Let's start down here. We'll save our home area for last.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearer's side?
I forgot that's where we left this place off. In exchange for one greatsword forged to the specifications hereunder, excuse me, Red Rooster Trading will pay the sum of 1,000 gil, no less than 8 hands in length, weighted pommel, briar clam inlay, serrated edge suited for cutting bone. Right.
Here to help me pack? Thanks, but I'll be traveling light. I'm almost finished already, in fact. You're really going to go through with this, then? I am. But before I go, there is one small issue I'd like your assistance with. Well,
Guess it's the least we could do.
if it's within my power to help you, I will. It's the children. I refuse to let them share in my disgrace. And if I leave them here, they surely will. Our friendship would see them ostracized forever. But I can't take them with me either. I can think of only one place where they are certain to be safe and provided for and loved. The Hideaway.
We can do that. Also, just looking at it, apparently 1 out of 5 people have already gotten the trophy. It just got the clear the hunt board. 20% of people have also cleared the hunt board.
You look pale.
I've fallen behind.
There's been a flood in the Velcroy, a damn big one. The League of Outlaws encampment was completely submerged in ether.
Okay.
What? Every last one of the bastards has turned, and they're headed this way.
Not ideal.
One thing, but Akashic bandits are quite another. The town guard won't stand a chance against them. We need to evacuate. There's no time to lose. Thurda, gather the men. The Akashic may strike at any moment. We must make ready to cover the townspeople's escape.
Yes, it conspired against me, for sure.
What are you waiting for?
Yes, my lord.
Clive, change of plan. The children stay with me for now. I need you to find Conrad and Natalie.
Alright.
Tell them to prepare for a full and immediate evacuation.
Yeah, they're not gonna listen.
Understood.
Like, I'll tell them,
To
but
convince everyone else.
they won't listen.
Wish me luck.
Well, let's do it.
You have to listen to me. They're coming.
Why do they always have to make such a
Why do they always have to make such a fuss? We're about to be in a big heap of trouble if we don't leave. That's the fuss.
It's you.
Oh, it's you.
Lord Underhill?
To pass on an important message. There's been an ether flood out in the Velcroy. The camp where the so-called League of Outlaws were gathering has been swallowed. They're no longer just bandits. They're Akashic now, and they could be here at any moment. You need to begin preparing for a full-scale evacuation right away.
Oh, do we? And who was it who gave
Oh
you
my
this
God.
disturbing news?
When you're so racist that you won't even save your own self.
The man spreading the same poison out in the square as we
Oh.
speak. You may believe his lies, my lord, but we know better.
But why would he lie about something like this?
Some twisted attempt at revenge, perhaps. If he had not been unmasked, he may well have been elected our leader. A great honor for one of his kind.
Great honor for
He
anyone.
might well feel aggrieved at having been denied.
Lord Underhill, forgive me.
But it has become all too evident where your sympathies lie.
Yes, with the people.
Lubor
You're right.
cannot be trusted, and neither, therefore, can you.
You may not trust me, but for the sake of your people, ask yourselves if there is any chance that this is true.
There isn't. You can be certain of that. Now be off with you.
Well, I hope we come back and find your corpses here.
You're making a mistake.
But you're obviously not going to listen either.
Our words will not move them, then we must find another way to help save the town.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's speak to Lord Furder.
Oh, he ain't gonna listen either.
I think
Well, we can try.
What's Lubor raving about now?
Imagine being so racist that you won't even try to save your own skin when warned about massive incoming troubles.
Sid, what's wrong?
Just because you're actually that racist.
They wouldn't listen. They've convinced themselves that nothing Lubor says can be trusted. The bloody fools.
No
The
kidding.
town guard can't be counted on for support. But I can. If there's anything I can do to help you defend Dalamil, you only have to ask.
I appreciate it.
Sid! Further! I've been looking for you everywhere.
Victor, I thought you'd left.
I couldn't abandon a friend in need.
Good.
And Lubor is in need at this very moment. Come
Yeah.
quickly.
You have to believe me. The Akashic are coming. They don't eat. They don't sleep. They don't tire. And they don't care who they kill. They're unlike anything that's come before. There will be no parley, no mercy granted. We may have saved the town once, but this is different. I do not ask that you forgive me, but please believe me. If you do not run, you will die. You will all fucking die!
Yeah, not one of them seems to believe any of it.
You'd like that, wouldn't you, bearer?
Yeah, with us out of the way, your kind will be free to claim Dalamil for yourselves. You should run!
Run, bearer!
Yeah, run! Far, far away!
Well,
Just go. Yeah.
Yes.
Go on then.
Lubor.
Wait. Someone's coming.
Stop! You're hurting him!
unfortunately, they are aware. It is 100% their plan.
What did Lubor ever do to you? He solves all your stupid problems, and he keeps all of you safe. You know there's nothing he wouldn't do for this town. Who was it who made that cleaver you use every day, Conrad? And what about your counting table, Natalie? Who fixed that? Whose men make sure the streets are clean so all your boots don't get dirty? Who spends all day every day making sure things run smoothly around here?
Certainly none of you.
And none of you ever say thank you. Ever. But did Lubor ever complain? Well, does he ever stop smiling? He keeps this whole place going. And you act like he doesn't even exist!
Lubor, we've heard enough.
Knight!
We will not run. The town guard will not abandon the very place it is sworn to protect.
And I will not give up for lost the stores that we labored so hard to fill.
So tell us, how do you propose we deal with these Akashic of yours?
We already told you, run! That was the one thing.
We won't run, but we will fight.
Well,
all right then. Fine. Gather round if you don't want to die.
the start doesn't change the fact that y'all are ill-equipped to deal with this nonsensory, but, you know, being less racist at the start, it would have been nice if you were like, hey, we should actually go.
Allow me to explain the situation. The ether flood occurred near the village of Cheratina, deep in the Velcroy. The place had been abandoned for years, until the League of Outlaws decided to make it their base of operations. Now they're all turned, and if the scouts' reports are correct, heading in this direction.
They are mindless monsters, driven only by hate and rage. And they are utterly unpredictable. With the bandits, we at least knew how and where they were likely to attack. When these creatures come, Dalimil will have the bitterest fight it has ever faced on its hands. The town guard will muster at the north gate. The rest of us will take the south. Both forces will provide men to serve as scouts and messengers, ready to spread word of the size and nature of the Akashic force as soon as it is spotted. And as soon as it has been, we will converge on its position and see that it is driven back from Dalimil at all costs. Conrad, can I count on the support of the town guard?
Always.
Except for, you know, the past, like,
and coordination of the
few weeks.
messengers
But,
in
you know,
your hands, Victor. And the command of our men in yours, Ferda. If you would both be so kind, consider it done.
As you wish.
Natalie, I would ask that you and your people have the townsfolk barricade themselves inside the bathhouse. And tell the merchants not to waste time securing anything beside the essentials. Preserving life is our one and only concern. As long as we survive, it doesn't matter what trinkets we might lose. Our riches can be regained. And if anyone doubts that, let it be known that the Briar's Kiss stands ready to cover any losses.
Very well.
Damn, you got that much money?
Where do I fit into this plan? Where else but the most perilous place of all?
I mean, yeah, that's
I would like you to travel
reasonable.
to the home of our erstwhile League of Outlaws, Cheratina itself. The main host is most likely still there, and Dalimil will not be safe until it is eradicated, root and branch. A little gardening. How pleasant. I doubt it. I have a feeling these weeds will be particularly stubborn. Luckily, so am I. So you are. All right then, we all know what we have to do. Now it's simply a matter of doing it. For Dalimil.
Alright. Away we go.
Everyone's ready. I'd better not keep them waiting.
Alright, so just over there. Yep. Oops, excuse me.
Come on. Faster. Good.
Alright. Good luck out here.
Sighting an Akashic is to raise the alarm.
Try to beat up as many of them as we can. Yep, it's a little ether flooded. Just a little bit.
There it is.
Not much.
waiting for us inside. All right. Thanks, Gal.
Take some of this. See you. Low HP. Hello, friends.
We can't leave a single one alive.
None alive. Alright. You know what? Screw it. Goodbye, random dude. Even it does actually have a range to it. Well, that helped a little. Friend. Goodbye, friend. Goodbye, multiple friends. And all of your stagger meter, I hope. Yes. Yes. Wonderful. More stagger meter. Yeah, clearly should have saved some stuff for him, but it's fine. Damn it, I should have. Alright, it's fine. Nah. Just nah. There we go. Perfect. Enemies slain. Bad.
The League is disbanded.
Of course.
I should get back to Dalimil and see how the others fared.
Hopefully they passed. Be a shame if they finally, you know, saw the light of being less racist and then all died.
All the Akashic we were able to find have been dealt with. Seems that might be the last of them.
Last of them here, perhaps.
Lubor, Sir Clive has returned.
Clive! What news from Charatina?
One left. Yeah.
Root and branch.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Thank you, my lord.
Friends, the Horde has been driven back. The Akashic have been defeated. And we need not fear the arrival of any more, thanks to Clive. Victory is ours.
Yay.
Bloody did it!
We saved Dalimil.
Lubor, allow me to apologize. After all you have done for this town,
We should never have doubted you.
It's true, but at least you're seeing the light of your ways.
And for that we are truly sorry. We only hope that you can forgive us.
We need you, Lubor. Dalimil needs you. So, if you would still like to be considered for the position of mayor, you have our backing.
You do remember that I'm a bearer, don't you?
We do. But that is not a stain on your character. It is a stain on ours. We thought only of what we perceived bearers to be, not what you truly are. The man who saved.
Actually, that would be me, but you know, he did a lot of it too, I guess.
I see. But I will only accept your proposal on 2 conditions.
Name them.
Firstly, that you will both do everything in your power to rally your people to my cause. If the Town Guard and the Merchants League do not accept my leadership, it will be doomed from the start.
True.
Unity is the key to defending Dalimil, and I do not doubt that we shall need to call on our combined strength again. When that time comes, I will expect us all to pull together, just as we did today.
Of course. You have our word.
And secondly, you will accept that if I am to lead you, the mistreatment of bearers must end here in Dalimil.
Yeah.
Any bearer within our walls shall be afforded the same rights as any other citizen. They will not be judged by what they are, but who they are.
It'll be hard for your average person to get behind, but
to do, and came so close to losing everything.
We agree to your conditions. And we have only one in return. That you continue to work for the good of Dalimil, as you always have.
also a 7, how's it going? Welcome to back behind the chat. Hope you're having a good day. Good weekend, no less.
Well then, it seems my mayorship is all
Also,
confirmed.
7th.
What the fuck?
Good date. The weekend after Kineticon, the 29th, I'm going to a smaller, well, a different con for one day with my brother and nephew. Christina V is going to be there. I might be able to see / get a signature. A bunch of people are going to be there, but that was the first name I saw. Also Todd Habercorn, and I really dig Todd Habercorn. I think he brings a good energy to every dub I've heard him in. But yeah, that'll be a good time. Good way to round out the month.
You are, of course, relieved of your responsibility. I would sooner face another horde of Akashic than see them brought up as outlaws. I'll make sure they're safe here.
I don't doubt that you will. And not just the children, but everyone in Dalimil.
I'll do my best. Can't have all your hard work going to waste.
We really do a lot of work around here. I guess that's what you get for being a protagonist. Well, all's well that ends well in this town. Quest complete. That's another town. Just if that should be the end of like their story. It feels like. The Breath of Light Impulse, Briar's Kiss signboard, and we're getting a lot more stuff for our collection. Also, we're shockingly close to getting our last renown reward. So I wonder what happens after that. Go to that one, I guess. Yeah, we'll take this one. Right. I think I'm going to end at 11 again tonight, just because the heat's still getting to me, but I think we got time for one more quest. And if it goes over a smidge, then it goes over a smidge, and that's okay. Hopefully, we still haven't gotten the final estimate from the guy, but it's seeming likely sometime this week the air conditioning problem will no longer be a problem. That is the hope. It's not a definitive answer yet, but it is steps are being taken in that direction, as opposed to before where they weren't. So, good. Oh yeah, this was the... this is the fight the turtle. There he is. Good news is always welcome. Especially good news about AC in the summer. Ah. I don't know if Earth Magic is going to be so good against the turtle, but whatever. What? Okay. Well, that didn't go at all. You know what? Take some of this. Jeez. Yeah, that is not shabby. Okay, build up meter. Build up combo. Judgment. Huge play. I should have hit LB. Definitely would have died if I had popped LB. There we go. Enemy slain. That's the quest one. Alright. This is probably the last one we're going to do for tonight. I gotta go turn it in. We still got 1, 2 over here. And looks like 2 over here unless they're doubled up. So Monday we're definitely going to finish up the side quests and maybe start the story. Once we can once the heat dissipates a bit and I can actually do full streams, that'll count for a lot. Is I supposed to turn that one in? It's over there. Yeah, let's go over there then. Please let me warp, please. Right now, today it was 84 and like 75% humidity. And I've got a window fan and a little baby USB fan. So, it's not enough. And it's supposed to be hotter the next upcoming days. It's all 82, 88, that window. I just don't like the heat.
Your Grace.
It's very draining.
I trust your journey was not overly...
Especially when you have nowhere to, like... Like, if it was really hot outside and I had to do stuff outside, but I could come back to, like, a cold shower and air conditioning. Cool. But when it's all just hot everywhere... The second I step away from these two fans, it's just like... My beloved sons, I know that I ask much of you in this coming war, but I see no other way to secure a future for our duchy and our family. Yet even should we succeed in subduing the savages and winning back Drake's breath, the threat of the Blight still looms, and only with all of Rosaria striving as one might we at last overcome it. I've made plans to see us through, but such are the obstacles that stand in our way, it shall likely fall to you to continue my work. I know that you have the strength, the courage, and the will to do so. This shall be an arduous inheritance, and so I offer you another, that you might be reminded of the love and the faith that I hold for both of you.
An inheritance?
It would seem the late Archduke penned this missive shortly before his passing.
The day before we left for Phoenix Gate.
What are these plans he spoke of?
His plans for the duchy, Your Grace. Your father entrusted them to my predecessor, the former bearer of the Burning Quill, who entrusted them in turn to me. The complete emancipation of bearers is their stated aim.
That's kind of our aim too, so...
Your father's dream did not end there.
Ah.
His Grace also spoke of building hospices to care for those stricken by the curse, and the founding of a new university to further the development of non-magical technology.
So basically what we have going on at the hideaway.
Spreading ever more widely across the Twins, Archduke Elwyn saw this as the only means
Yeah, we're kind of doing that.
Rosaria's survival.
He wished to see men and bearers treated as equals. To see centuries of common wisdom overturned.
Yeah,
Small
good.
wonder he did not think it achievable within his lifetime.
But he thought it achievable nonetheless. Had he not, he would never have written this message.
True.
Nor would he have entrusted his vision to his most faithful aides, those who would have stood with you, shielded you from the machinations of the less benevolent personages at court.
It's a pity only they are still with us.
'Tis true that those most loyal to your father were the first to suffer the Duchess's wrath.
Yeah, she just sucked.
At least remains. And she has come bearing gifts.
What do you mean?
Mayhap it is better that she explain, my lord.
Alright, what you got?
After all, the duties entrusted to me by my predecessor extended only to recovering His Grace's will and arranging a meeting with the one who might execute it, or a part of it at least.
And where is this woman?
She awaits you in the archive, Your Grace.
Thank you, Cyril. Shall we then?
Alright. Quiet trees, that would be probably up here. Or this is the other quest we had, I'm not sure.
My lord, Your Grace.
Yep, hello.
I hardly recognize you.
A few years have passed, yeah. Just a smidge.
I am Goditha, retainer of House Rosfield, loyal servant to the Phoenix and his shields. Your father, the Archduke Elwyn, entrusted me with the delivery of a gift. I only hope you can forgive my tardiness in bringing it to you.
Lift up your head, Lady Goditha. You have our gratitude for your service to our house and to our father.
I merely did my duty, as any proud Rosarian would.
My lady, perhaps you could explain a little more? What exactly is the gift you bring?
As I'm sure you know, it has long been the custom for the children of House Rosfield to be presented with certain keepsakes upon their coming of age.
Indeed it has. Our father often spoke of the day when our turn would come.
And had he lived to see it, he would have presented you with the treasures I bear. Matching armbands for you both.
Okay.
Alas, he did not live. Indeed, he was taken from us even before they could be completed. He had intended to claim the Heartstone with which each armband was to be finished himself, but it was not to be. And his gifts remain incomplete.
I see.
It saddens me to bring them before you, as they are. It was your father's wish that you be presented with the finished articles, not these works in progress. But with his grace long since gone, and the stone left unclaimed, I had little choice.
Yeah, what could you
You are
do?
grown men now, and his house is yours. And while I would not presume to insist upon your claiming the Heartstone in his stead, I know
It's still,
that
you know.
nothing would have pleased him more than for you to do so.
Thank you, Lady Goditha.
What say you, Clive?
What else? Of course, my lady. May our father's will be done.
Oh, I am much obliged.
Do you know where we might find this Heartstone, my lady?
I do. Though it may be a matter of a good deal more than simply happening upon it.
We could
It
fight
is found
stuff.
in the bellies of elder griffins, you see.
Yep, fighting
You
stuff.
must know where to find one. A certain specimen has made its nest in Titan's Wake,
Okay.
not far from here.
A certain specimen?
You are most perceptive, Your Grace. In answer to your unspoken question, yes. In fact, this is the very same beast your father meant to slay. I have been tracking its movements since you were but a boy. Were you to slay it in his stead, as men of House Rosfield, it would surely make your father proud.
Surprised nobody else has in 18 years.
What else?
But hey, of course. However, that'll be tomorrow.
Titan's Wake is to the south of here. But
Save it
we
up
must
here.
not be hasty. The good lady has been disappointed once already.
Oh, that's fine. We got this. Well, I say tomorrow, that's a lie. Tomorrow's Sunday. Tomorrow we're actually going to do Phoenix Wright. It's been far too long. I really need to continue. I want to continue more Phoenix Wright, and so we're going to. So 100% Phoenix Wright tomorrow. Just going to say Monday, Tuesday this. It seems likely we can finish the side quest Monday, and then start on what seems to be final dungeon type stuff. I was hoping to get back to other games a bit quicker, but I didn't expect to miss so many days due to heat, birthday, other things. So I feel like, other than tomorrow Phoenix Wright, the plan is, I feel like we can see the light at the end of the tunnel this game, and to shotgun what's left of it. If the AC ends up getting fixed, maybe Thursday or Friday I'll do another longer stream and just go ham. Because I mean, we finished all the hunts. I have to assume that when we're done here, this might finish all the side quests, and then it's just hit story. Whatever you got left for a story, there won't be any more hunts left, there won't be any more side quests, we're just gonna shotgun do the stuff. So yeah. I can't promise the longer stream yet, because I don't know when AC's stuff's getting fixed. I've heard maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, but nothing's set in stone right now. But I can say for sure tomorrow's Phoenix Wright, and for sure Monday, Tuesday are going to be this, though they might be those shorter 3 hours we've been doing. They're a little more comfortable in the heat, and it keeps me from getting entirely, utterly drained. I hate this. I hate this. I want to play more, I want to stream more, but my energy is already at here empty, and I did nothing today. It's not like I was running marathons. It's just dealing with the heat. It's a little nicer now at night. Now at 11 p.m. it's a little nicer, but well, not nice. But we got ourselves a monster, a quote, a Discord. And
you will never win.
Yeah, thank you all for tuning in, thank you all for watching. This has been Vipers of Viperland. I'm going to update the Discord with at least knowledge of tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, it's so bad that, like, the carpet feels damp under my feet. But what can I do about it? All I can do is just pump in fresh air from outside and blow it at my face, but like it's been that humid the past few days that like the carpet in my room feels damp. I hate it. I hate it. My bed, my pillow, all of it. I hate it. But hopefully not for much longer. I can manage a few more days. But yeah. Hope everyone had a good time. Sorry for the early endings. Sorry for the late opening, but that was important. That was important. But yeah. That's the plans we got. See you all next.